Hello and welcome back to our game impression series. We this time play the Scourge of War and Gettysburg, and we play the first very short battle. The scenario, it's 40 minutes, we played completely, so have a good impression of the game. And our command is Buford's 1st Cavalry Division. It's the 1st July of 1863, it's 9:50 AM, west of Gettysburg on McPherson's Ridge, and the weather is overcast and warm situation. Far in advance of the rest of the Federal Army, you are in command of 2 brigade cavalry divisions. You have been engaged all morning with rebel infantry and await the arrival of friendly infantry, any friendly infantry. To gain a major victory, 3,000 points, minor victory, 2,000 points, and a draw, 1,000 points. We will try to go for a victory, of course, as good as possible. And here we go. Okay, I will explain you quite a bit how the game works in the start. The good part is you can pause it, so that's what I will do right away. And you will see here, we have commanders. These commanders have different scores. He has command excellent, ability excellent, control excellent, and leadership excellent. Of course, not everyone is as good at that. And we have, of course, many commanders. Then we have different units. We have, in this scenario, only artillery and cavalry units. There will be some infantry, but not from us. And these units, again, have also different experience. Like here, it's seasoned. That's the 5th level of experience. They have different unique orders. Here, they can wheel left or wheel right. We can choose a specific target. The AI can choose a target. We can hold. We can double quick, let them run faster. We can target infantry or artillery. There are different kind of shots, shrapnel shot, shell shot, solid shot, and canister shot. Canister shot is only effective from 350 yards on, but then it's like a huge shotgun, very effective. We can withdraw, retreat, we can hold the fire, we can unlimber the gun or limber the gun. When we want to move, we limber it. And I can completely take charge from the AI. Usually the units are doing a little bit by themselves, but if I take charge from the AI, they only do what I tell them to. Then we have moving orders, and we have other orders not available right now as we have the game paused. Now we check out the cavalry. They can mount and dismount. I cannot give any orders while I'm paused, so you cannot see it here. You can also see their experience level is militia. Later on, when we start fighting, we get a score. The score depends on how many casualties we have taken, how many casualties we have caused. There can be a negative score and positive score, and altogether, the score of all units is then what shows if we have a major victory, minor victory, or no victory at all. We can move the cavalry in a column. That is the fastest way to move it. We can move it by division, and we can line it up. That's good for fighting. We can skirmish. That's how we can delay a little bit our enemy. It's not really a strong fighting one, but just to harass the enemy a little bit. We can also fall back, we can retreat, we can advance, and we can charge. As well, we can move left flank and right flank. That's when we just want to move them this way here. If they, for example, are not close to another unit, that also gives extra bonuses. I will explain that later. We can oblique left and oblique right. That is moving the unit without exposing its flanks, which is very important. And now we unpause, so I can show also some other orders. We can, for example, use the roads if there are any. Then they will be even faster. And we can give special orders, like send to raid weak enemy targets. That's automated then. We can, that's a description. General Buford. My scouts have reported the movement of large bodies of enemy troops to the northeast. As planned, I'm moving my command north of Gettysburg. The rest will follow. Our infantry is approaching from the south, and we have to defend for 40 minutes until they approach. We can send them to screen the enemy. We can select a unit to guard, or we can send a scout also as well. So what we do right now, they are not together with our main fighting force. Our main fighting force is already lined up here. As you can see, we move them as quickly as we can here, nice on a hill, where we can nicely shoot down other infantry. And we do that on double run, so move them very quick. That's very important. So we move all our guns around first, and then we also go to our cavalry. The cavalry is anyways moving that way. One of the big challenges in fighting a cavalry battle is that cavalry has a tendency to be very undisciplined and to charge straight away into an enemy, which usually ends by the cavalry being shot down. So one has to be very careful on how to use them. So we move more of our artillery here first, and then we also call back our cavalry force. You can see the artillery is already shooting. They are quite far, the enemy forces, but the artillery can already reach them. And the cavalry is retreating, which is very good. That's what we want. We will place them here, as they have height advantage here. That is very important for defense. And we will place them here. This unit we will place directly behind the fence. Okay, you guys move back too. Come on. You there, Colonel. What are you doing there? Yeah, we have to place as many good leaders as possible, also close to our fighting units. In this case, we will move also Brigadier General Bufford. Yeah, General Bufford, I'm approaching the field with the lead brigade of Wadsworth Division. The rest of the corps will follow. Okay, so he's coming soon now. We will bring in our best commanders as close as we can, so our units gain extra morale, extra strength when they fight. Good. It looks like everyone is arriving now. Looks good. Yeah, you can also run double speed. What is very important, if you choose to have a cavalry unit charge, for example, and they're exhausted, which we can see here, they're rested and the morale is high, they would just retreat and again move somewhere else and later on rest and get together. They can also run off the battlefield if they're too tired or the morale is too much down. So it's quite a complex system. Now there are also other factors playing in. The ones I was talking about, they will unlimber now automatically. And then they will start shooting. For example, do we have a support bonus? That means there are other friendly units nearby. Are we visible to the enemy? Do we have a commander, for example? That's a commander bonus. Do we have defensive terrain? And all these other nice things. All these things add or weaken the units. So this unit we will still move here quickly, as it gets another defensive bonus when it is behind the fence here. While we move some of our cavalry units in front, as we want them to attack the enemy, keep them away, especially the enemy from the guns, by shooting at the enemy. So our yeah, you guys, they're just running around crazily now. Come on, I didn't order you anything like that. You dismount now. Good, and you stay there in the shooting range. Do you have the defensive bonus already? Yeah, they have it. Good. Now we want to order this unit here. And we want them to go here quickly, and then also to dismount. So they can hold the line when the enemy infantry is approaching and our guns are not directly endangered. So these guys we have to move around a little bit. Yeah, to wheel around. Ah, they are already doing it automatically. They are facing now the enemy nicely. Very good. That's because we have also other commanders who are giving commands. We are not the only ones here in place. Okay, we will move Bufford here because there is no really skilled commander yet. Good one. Hey, and these guys always keep on mounting. That's a little bit annoying, as they are really independent. And I think I just take charge of one of these units now. So they cannot do anything without my order. They will stop doing automatic stuff. Okay, we have now given this unit a good order, but now it starts moving all over again. Yeah, it just keeps on moving there. We don't want them to do that. Come on, stop. And why can't we choose the other unit? Yeah, that's because their commanders are giving them crazy commands. So that's what we really have to take care of. I didn't see that when I was using infantry units that much. It's really happening when you have these cavalry units. They also tend to charge into the enemy as soon as they're close, like 100 yards. And many times they will not survive it, and they will take heavy casualties by doing that, because they will just get shot down by the bullet units. Okay, now you guys, dismount. And you, why can't I choose you? At least I should be able to choose you. Come on. You guys. Yeah. You guys here? Yeah, you go there. I want to choose the other unit. I cannot even choose it out of whatever strange reason. Come on. I want to choose you. Okay. You guys now dismount. Good. And they're moving already all over again. Yeah. They just don't obey. Pretty hard to command them. But we will just keep on clicking and clicking. We will keep a little reserve, as units do exhaust also over time when they engage the enemy, for example. So we will keep on clicking and clicking just to keep these guys under control. So they should do actually very fine, but they've taken already some casualties. On the other hand, they made quite a nice score. Okay, now we can finally command you guys, yeah? Yeah, can we? Good. Ah, they went into a nice position there. That was even smart. Thank you, Commander. And you guys move here. Come on. Don't you even react when I command you something? Move it. Yeah, it also depends on the experience and on the abilities of a commander if a unit will listen to you at all. You can see the commanders always running around trying to encourage the units, giving them bonuses. It can really happen to you that a unit will not obey you totally, but then you can still take control from the AI and then the unit is completely under your control. That's exactly what I do with this unit now. Now I really have enough of you running around like chickens. You will now obey my command and do exactly what I tell you to do, as there is the next unit that is a little bit flanking this one that will start shooting at us, and we just have to counter them somehow. So, now you dismount, and can you shoot at these guys? 194 yards. It's 190 yards. That is the real distance from which they can start shooting. So we have to move them a little bit closer in. And then they can start shooting at that Confederate unit there. You guys now. Are you under my control now? Oh yeah, I have to let the other ones go first. I see. Now I want to choose you. Yeah. Position yourselves a little bit better. Thank you. That's what you're doing also now, I guess. Good. And you guys now just start shooting, please. 172 yards, that should be a good distance to start shooting at these guys. You won't? Okay, I think the AI is trying to flank the other ones. And you guys are, I guess, charging now, huh? You made quite a good score. No, okay, you're going back there. That's okay. Well, we will always try to order them something. But again, you never know if they will really do what you're telling them to do. No. Now you're facing completely wrong. Come on. Wheel around. Wheel around. Wheel around. You're showing them your flanks. Yep, that's better. Much better. Good. You can also start shooting now. That's good. Yeah, they will try for sure to charge. We can order that also manually, which we can do now. Charge, yeah, okay. The other commander did it already, and now they're really running into their flanks. That should go very well if they're not capable of shooting too many shots into our cavalry first. Let's see. It looks really good. It looks like they can get these units down here. Like they can really beat them up nicely. We're making lots of score here. Good. And I guess these guys were charging too, yeah. We just have to take care that they always get some rest again. Otherwise, when they charge, they just run off and they get destroyed utterly. Okay, now it's getting a little bit dangerous here, as there are way too many infantry units here around our flank. So we have to protect our flank again. Yeah, now they're already running off. I knew that would happen. You see, they're winded, as the charge didn't go that well that this unit right away was routing, and we have already a minus score now. Yeah, that's because, well, when I do not manually control a unit, they always do this silly kind of stuff. Now they run a few meters and then just rally again and come back again.